Ladies and gentlemen, one of the best ways that you can support us here at Human Events and the work that we do is subscribing to us on our Rumble channel. Make sure you're subscribed, you hit the notifications so you'll never miss a clip, you'll never miss a new live episode, and we're putting them out every single day of the week. We've got an event coming up Tuesday night, Mar-a-Lago, Catholics for Catholics. What it is the prayer for President Trump being held on the feast day of St. Joseph. I'm going to be there. Jim Caviezel's going to be there. Tim Ballard, General Flynn, Michael Knowles, so many great speakers. And of course, it's all being put together by our guest, John Yep. John, tell us about the event, why it's so important to have this, and why that it seems like the people don't want us to have an event where we're praying for President Trump.
Well, here's the deal. The Catholic vote decides elections. The last 3 elections have really been decided by that. It's a very important voter block, right? So it is time, the moment has come to fully get behind President Trump and to do it in the way Catholics do it, with prayer. We're going to pray for this man. We're going to get to work, okay? Because we have in this country a situation where it's such a clear choice. Right, you have one system, which is atheistic communism, represented by President Biden or whoever the Democrats throw up there against President Trump and a Democrat Republic, okay? And we should be hearing from the mouths of so many clergy and church leaders and Catholic leaders around the country that there is only one choice. And if that voice is not clear, then we need to pick up the slack, get out there, get behind President Trump, and make the case. He's the one, and there are human rights issues at stake, and we're going to show that in Mar-a-Lago on Tuesday, March 19th.
And it's so clear, because we must pray that he is successful in this animating contest against neo-Bolshevism, neo-Marxism. This is communism that we are up against. It is communism of a different flavor. It's actually cultural Marxism, but the end will always be the same. They don't want liberty and equality. They don't want equality at all. What they want is revenge, and they want the ability to tear down cities and to burn cities and to tear down and arrest and lock up and do away with the people who are successful and the people who are peaceful. And oh, by the way, the peaceful who are religious. What do these groups always come for first? It's the religious, and particularly the Catholics and the churches. That's why we need to make a stand right now.
Absolutely. I'm glad you said that too. They do always come after, their targets are always the same. You know, whether it's a new recycled form of communism, the targets are the same. The family, the kids, the right to religion. So we're going to lay out those cases very specifically, the way we see that. You know, the weaponization of government. We cannot forget the DOJ coming after specifically Catholics, right? We have got to bring that up. We will show that. We're going to have Steve Friend, FBI whistleblower, elaborate on that. We're going to see the way that they've really come at hard on the abortion issue to the extreme, where now we have 10 states which are trying to enshrine the right to kill whatever stage that unborn child in the womb. Okay, we're gonna remind Catholics that this is what's going on in this election cycle. Then we're going to see the way they're ultimately coming after the destruction of our border, and the first consequence, the people who suffer the most, are the kids. Child sex trafficking. That is why Jim Caviezel and Tim Ballard and then Tom Homan will be there as well to talk about that, to bring light to that issue. This is what's at stake, people, okay? And then ultimately we have the parental rights, the way they're experimenting with our kids. The state thinks that they have the right to enter our homes and tell our kids what gender they should be, okay? Independently of what the parents say. That's not cool. And Catholics stand in the breach, and we are going to protect the family and the kids from that intrusion of the government. This is a very important strategic event. We have invited President Trump. I hear we have an incredible person going to lead us off that night. His name is Jack Posobiec, who's going to just lay out the case for how we've seen communism advance in the world and how it's coming in today. So it should be a great night. We've absolutely sold out. We actually had to up the numbers from Mar-a-Lago, which they were gracious to do so. And we'll see if the big man himself makes a stop on stage.
Look, we are going to identify the issue. We will amplify the solution. We will pray for victory, and we will be guided by the sword of St. Michael. The sword of St. Michael will be before us to strike down our enemies. People need to remember that this is spiritual warfare. It's taking place on the spiritual, metaphysical plane. John, that's why you and I went out to the LA Dodger Stadium last year. We led that massive rally that you put together. Bishop Strickland was there for that. When they had the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, these drag nuns, it was disgusting. What an incredible event that was. This is why Catholics for Catholics is so important, because it's about getting out of the churches and getting into the world. And there's a lot of people that have, you know, kind of this like this, they get very scared, they get very worried when you actually start doing things to call for positive change in our world today. And I also have to say, just to remind everybody and let her actually announce that Real America's Voice will be covering the prayer rally. We're going to get there. I'm not sure if it's going to be live or not yet, but we will be able to broadcast this out so that people will be able to see what's going on. And so if you can't make it in person in Palm Beach, that of course you'll be able to follow along and pray along online.
Absolutely. And we're getting the hit pieces are coming already, which is a great sign that the B-17 is over the target. And we're going to keep dropping those bombs because we have to. We have an obligation for the gift that we have received in this country, and we have to be bold and clear on where we stand. And Catholics are behind President Trump.
Where can people go if they want to get in, if they want to get a ticket? I understand you have a couple of tickets left. As you say, you're expanding the event. Where can they go?
Go to cforc.com and get your last tickets. We close ticket sales officially at 11 p.m. Eastern time tonight. That's it. This is your chance. So get on there quickly.